Money, power, status, success, God complex. All this is happening with Diddy.
Yeah.
There's now questions of, is Diddy working with the feds?
Yes.
Mr. Diddy, aka Mr. Love, now Dr.
No,
Love.
Sean Carter.
Jay. Okay.
Breaking news in the hip-hop community, Jay-Z's longtime pal who turned traitor is the reason he was imprisoned. Diddy Communications, Diddy made a deal that has put Jay-Z in significant legal difficulties under heavy pressure from the federal government. Yes, you read correctly, the phone, which he once used to top the charts with a pal, is now the key to his demise. As the authorities search Jay-Z at Beyoncé's estate, he is being questioned by detectives while in detention. Diddy truly gave up on his close friend about 30 years ago in order to protect his own interests.
I'm like, okay, I have to figure out my space in it.
The scandal is far from over. The feds are looking into claims that have the potential to bring down Jay-Z's whole empire. Diddy's choice to collaborate is unexpected, especially considering their past rivalry and support for one another. Sources claim that Diddy's houses in LA and Miami were seized in connection with the trafficking investigation that led to his desperation deal. What information does Diddy have on Jay-Z, and whom else might he be identifying in his battle for freedom?
Last week, federal agents raided 2 homes of rapper and music mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs in Los Angeles and Miami. Combs is the subject of a federal investigation.
Although he had been closely monitoring D's condition and thought it was a subject of public interest, insiders close to Jay-Z indicate that the mogul himself was blindsided by the turn of events. As we wait for further facts, the hip-hop world is in shock. Jay-Z had no idea that he would be the main focus. According to reports from sources close to the investigation, Jay-Z was shocked when federal agents stormed his home, turning the tables and accusing him. He is currently the subject of intense scrutiny from investigators who are looking into every aspect of his vast empire, from his early years in Brooklyn to his most recent business endeavors. But how did a man with his own legal troubles end up as the sticking point in this traumatic takedown of Z speculation? Common among legal professionals and industry insiders, there are many ideas that Diddy had little choice but to assist federal investigators after learning that he might receive a life sentence due to trafficking charges.
Why is because they gathered so much evidence. Supposedly they gathered so many videos and laptops and also electronic devices.
One professional, Nero Manny, draws comparisons between the Diddy case and well-known incidents involving R. Kelly and Jeffrey Epstein, implying that text. If the prosecutors are successful and able to prove it, he may end up perishing. Incarcerated Ram pointed out with ominousness that the idea that Diddy has been an informant for the federal government is not new, but it has gained new momentum in the scandal that conservative pundit Candace Owens recently stoked, asserting that Diddy is a Fed takeia asset. This idea isn't out of the question to some, especially in light of West's previous accusations in a contentious interview from 2022. In which West implied that Diddy's freedom depended on his cooperation with authorities, suggesting a long-standing agreement meant to shield Diddy and exchange information on his peers.
It's when I lost respect for Jay-Z, and it is what made me gain more respect for Kanye because he is willing to say stuff.
Jay-Z's life has always been enmeshed in controversy and glamour. His open admissions about his past, while charming to fans, also painted a target on his back. Rumors about Jay-Z's alleged criminal activities have been the subject of whispered conversations in hip-hop circles for decades. From his early days as a substance dealer in Brooklyn's Marcy projects to his meteoric rise as a music mogul, Jay-Z's life has always been filled with both. To be in a substance deal, you need to know what you can spend, what you need to reap. Allegations that have remained over the years claiming Jay-Z's business dealings are not as clean as they appear with every major deal from the founding of Rock and Roll Records to his role at Def Jam and the launch of Roc Nation have added fuel to the fire. Jay-Z once made a statement to Vanity Fair that now seems to hold a more sinister undertone. Though Jay-Z has always insisted that his history is just that, the past, the feds appear to believe otherwise, and they're now digging into these historical claims with a newfound vigor, possibly armed with material supplied by Diddy. There have been rumors of illegal activity supporting his success.
Say allegedly has done things and allegedly participated in a lot of things that the public would not be happy to know.
The results of this investigation could have far-reaching effects on the hip-hop industry. If Jay-Z, a figure associated with perseverance and success, is brought down, it could rock the entire music industry. Diddy's cooperation, which some saw as a desperate attempt to survive, could also change industry rivalries and alliances. Additionally, it remains to be seen how many more people could be involved and what this would mean for the legacy of these once untouchable icons.
There's layers upon layers. When you get into these conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers.
And rumors of Jay-Z's previous crimes, which the public was unaware of, resurfaced in December of last year. Fans began to speculate about his impending problems. These rumors painted a terrifying picture of the lengths the mogul would go to in order to safeguard his empire. Kathy, who is said to have threatened to reveal her relationship with Jay-Z just before she passed away, has emerged as a key character in the rumors surrounding the rapper. Although her death was initially attributed to a brain aneurysm, those with knowledge of the inquiry have always thought the circumstances were questionable. It's unquestionably odd that Kathy passed away exactly 1 year after it was discovered that she had an affair with Jay-Z, and that she did so only 48 hours after Beyoncé declared her pregnancy. Rumors that Jay-Z was involved still persisted.
It's just crazy. Just read.
A-list personality and model Claudia Jordan has not spoken out about her friend Kathy's tragic death, but sources say she harbors doubts about Jay-Z's participation. It just seemed too convenient that he wanted her out of the picture, and shortly after he said that the friend ended up deceased. According to a source, 50 Cent, who has long been open about his rivalry with Jay-Z and is renowned for his cutting tongue and no-holds-barred attitude to feuds, is aware of the scandal. For a while now, 50 Cent has made jokes about Jay-Z and Diddy getting into legal trouble.
Huge difference in energy internationally in 50 Cent and Jay-Z.
Although there have been moments of mutual respect throughout their long-standing rivalry, which dates back to the early 2000s, the competitive tension has never truly subsided. On his famous song, How to Rob, 50 Cent rapped around robbing Jay-Z provocatively, to which Jay retorted sharply during a live performance.
Bleak beans. Everybody was in there, and I was like, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all got a chance right now. Just flood it. Put out a lot of music because 50 Cent is coming.
Approaching 50 Cent hasn't held back when voicing his shock at Jay-Z's seeming invincibility in light of his collaboration with the federal authorities. The trolling has only become worse as 50 Cent made fun of the situation on social media by posting a picture of Jay-Z's face on a milk carton marked missing and asking people whereabouts. The public's fascination with the drama that is developing keeps viewers riveted to each new development. Despite their sporadic collaborations and joint business ventures, like their Reebok's Saker deals, the competitive edge between 50 Cent and Jay-Z has never dulled. In a recent deep dive by hip-hop documentaries, the intricacies of their relationship were explored, highlighting how 50 Cent's rise to fame within the club once caused Jay-Z to put his entire Rockefeller
50 Cent post. And I'm going to tell you why 50 is literally is a diabolical genius.
As the investigation continues, rumors about Beyoncé's involvement in the entire scandal, which include claims of a strained marriage driven by Beyoncé's alleged jealousy and power struggles, further complicate matters and raise the possibility that the couple's picture-perfect image may be a front. Details of their unusual relationship dynamics, such as reported group encounters with Sarita Ora and the use of a surrogate to give birth to their daughter Blue Ivy, paint a far more nuanced picture than the public usually perceives. Jay faces severe fallout should the rumors about his illegal activity, which Diddy's testimony may have confirmed, turn out to be accurate. This may have disastrous effects on both his personal legacy and the hip-hop industry as a whole. If Diddy's agreement with the federal authorities contains important information against Jay-Z, it may be his ticket to leniency, allowing Jay-Z to bear the majority of the legal ramifications.
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed, right?
But he is far from being exonerated himself. The shocking footage of Diddy abusing his then-girlfriend Cassie Vent in a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 has resurfaced amid his legal woes, casting a long shadow over his attempts to cooperate with federal authorities in a desperate attempt to salvage his career. His recent scan involving the leaked video of Cassie's beating has only added fuel to the fire. His presence, Diddy acknowledged his disgusting behavior and apologized in an unapologetic manner on Instagram, but he was unable to persuade the audience of his sincerity.
I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted.
Even though he has apologized, many people, including Cassie's lawyer, have rejected it as hollow and self-serving. Diddy's timing couldn't be worse as federal agents examine his past and present actions, The video serves as a sobering reminder of the accusations made against him. In light of the accumulating evidence against him, this episode, along with his prior denials and the settlement of Cassis's lawsuit, form a worrisome image of a man on the verge of self-destruction who is willing to sacrifice everyone to preserve himself. Diddy is still unflinching, and his lawyer Aaron Dyer described the raids as an egregious abuse of military power while upholding Diddy's innocence. This unprecedented ambush, paired with an advanced coordinated media presence, leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. While Jay-Z and Diddy navigate these challenging times, Dyer contended that the probe should be framed as a witch hunt based on baseless claims. Waters, the hip-hop community, anticipates further explosive developments with bated breath. There are huge revelations that could completely change the music industry. Will Diddy's cooperation be sufficient to keep him out of trouble, or will it just make more of his peers famous? Additionally, with Jay-Z potentially facing a disastrous fall from grace, how will the music industry react to these profound changes? Post a comment below to share your thoughts. We appreciate you traveling with us, and until we meet again,